Before we get started, my pretty water of the day is lime, and I thought I could kind of go with like our little tropical theme we have over here, and yeah. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I recommend getting a snack or pretty water or whatever you want. We're gonna really talk today and have like a really fun sit down video and talk about what nobody tells you about the law of attraction. So a lot of you guys said that you're researching this topic a lot more and there's different things that confuse you. So yeah, I feel like a good way to kind of explain what nobody tells you about the law of attraction is kind of like, you know, the do's and the don'ts of law of attraction. Things that I think that you should focus on that I think will be really helpful for you. So the first thing I want to talk about is, okay, you know, when you have a vision of something, whether it's a goal you want to achieve or something you want to do in life or a person you want to attract or things you want to attract or a feeling you want to have, whatever the case may be is, okay, you have that in your head and you know how everything with the law of attraction says to write it down or to make a vision board. Bam, you did that. You're all experts in law of attraction. You all did that part. So it's all good, right? My first do comes in hand, and I want you to align your actions with that vision. So whatever you put down on your piece of paper or on your vision board, your actions need to align with that. And when they're not aligning and when they don't go together, that's where it's a big don't. Like, don't do that. Okay, so I have a really good example for you guys what I'm talking about, and it's because I'm craving ice cream. Okay, so say your dream is to own a ice cream shop. So you put that on your vision board, you put that on a piece of paper. Someday I'm going to own an ice cream shop. So now it's summertime and you need a summer job. So you can either A, work at an ice cream shop, you know, really learn the business, take everything in. It's a great opportunity to, like I said, learn the business, learn the do's, the don'ts of owning an ice cream shop. Or you could be an assistant at a law firm. Now you guys probably know the obvious answer would be to work at an ice cream shop. Most of you guys are saying, duh, Sam, you'd obviously work at an ice cream shop. But what you guys have to remember is think about your own lives, mine as well. How many decisions were so clear like that and would help us get closer to our goals, but we instead go the opposite way, which when we look back later on makes no sense. Yeah, I've done that, yeah. We've all done it. We've all made decisions, and I'm not gonna talk about regret or anything like that.
Hey, those are cool tats, man. It's my credo, no regrets. You have no regrets?
Dad?
No? Like not even a single letter? No way.
I think we all do things for a reason, but if we were to talk about regrets or anything, I know for me, I talked about moving to LA for the longest time since I was a little kid, and then when it was time to go to college, I went to college in New York City. So I think that sometimes we think these decisions, you know, like the ice cream example, oh, that was a clear-cut example, that was so easy, obviously work at an ice cream shop, but you have to think about it. There's a lot of times where we're not doing the path of least resistance, we're doing the path of most resistance. So I truly don't regret anything in my life because I think that all the decisions that we make lead us to be the person that we are today. But I do think that if I wanted a head start in living in LA and maybe not struggling as much my first year that I was here, maybe going to college in LA would have been the better choice, but who knows? But basically what I'm trying to say is that whatever it is you're trying to attract into your life, don't go and do the opposite. That's a big don't. You want your actions and your decisions to align. So if you want to be hanging out with positive people, I saw that on my Instagram, somebody recently commented, you know, how could I create more positive friendships? You know, some of my friends are negative and you know, I want to kind of attract new friends, you know, a new group of friends. Well, if that's something you want to attract, but you're still hanging out with people that bring you down, that suck the life out of you, and in some ways are toxic. I've had so many toxic friendships in my life, and that I had to say, you know what? You know, it's not about being rude and being like, hey, I don't hang out with you anymore, but just really loving yourself enough to know, you know what? I'm gonna start putting myself in different environments and hanging out with people that make me feel my best and people that I'm gonna help feel their best. And everything I'm saying is actually going to bring me to point number 2. The next do is to, I feel like this video is just gonna rhyme, is put yourself in uncomfortable positions as much as possible. So obviously not things that are life-threatening, we want to use common sense here, but things that are out of your comfort zone. I think that that is truly the way that you are going to really bring in new opportunities. That's the way you're going to attract new things and really be the person that you're supposed to be. Because if you're constantly doing the same old, why are you going to change? Why is anything in your environment going to change? It's not. I think that you guys that have looked at, you know, old videos of mine or said, you know, your life is so different now, you know, you're living in LA, you have a house.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? This is kind of a dream of mine, and I really hope that it happens sooner than that, but yeah, I hope to own a house. It's just a dream of mine to own a home. Hi everyone! I'm doing such a cheesy smile because I'm so excited to do my first kind of room tour in the new house.
And just overall feeling my best, having a good positive image of myself. That was all a result of putting myself in uncomfortable positions, you know, really pushing myself to do things that I wasn't comfortable doing or maybe felt funny doing or, you know, felt silly doing, but I did it anyways because it was something that I knew I would benefit from. And this is something I'm still practicing, guys. Recently I went to an event. Too Faced was having an event. With being on YouTube, I get invited to a ton of events, and sometimes when I see something that sounds cool that I want to go to, I'll ask a friend to come with me, or I'll text another YouTuber that I think was also invited and we'll go together. I really like to go to events with another person just because I don't know what's gonna happen there, and it's, I don't know, I might not know anybody, or whatever fear we create in our heads, I'll create before an event. So recently, Too Faced was having an event and they invited me, and it was really close to my house, and I was like, you know what, I really want to go. I knew nobody going, none of my friends could come with me, and I think that that's kind of a beauty in disguise when life gives you kind of little challenges like that. I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna go by myself. And in the past, I would have been like, maybe I won't go then, but something in me said, but I want to go, and so I'm gonna do it. And I went by myself, and it was so fun. I met so many people, and now I feel comfortable going to events by myself. Who cares? There was so many other people there by themselves as well. So the don't is obvious here, and that is to stay in your comfort zone, doing the same old thing. You know, nothing is going to change for you, and if it does change, if things do change, there's such minor changes, because I know anytime that I've stayed within my little box, it was really hard to, you know, see big changes, whether that's with my diet. You know, there have been times when I haven't really given it my all, you know, slacking at the gym and slacking with my food, just kind of being like, well, you know, these are things I always ate, or these are workouts I always did, or whatever. Like, just, you can really come up with any reason to stay within your comfort zone. You do have to take a little step into the uncomfortable zone and see where it takes you. My next tip is do be specific and clear. The key word here that I want you guys to take home with you is clear. So a lot of times with law of attraction, I would say be specific, but I think lately what's been helping me, especially with decorating, is to be clear. So coming from a clear state of mind, you know, not when I first wake up in the morning coming up with what do I want to achieve, or, you know, right before bed when I'm starting to feel a little tired, maybe midday, or when I've had breakfast, or when I've had a cup of coffee. Clear in your intentions and clear in your body, if that makes sense. Not when you're all frantic and you're just making a decision, you're like, I just want to be as specific as possible and this and that. No, come from a place where you feel good, maybe after a workout, whenever that time is for you, that you literally feel clear from the inside out. Write down your stuff then. The big don't is obviously to be all over the place, and me and Jared actually know somebody that every time we talk to this person, they are doing a new career. They are doing a new career path, have a new big idea. And the funny thing is, this person is craving stability. He's always talking about, you know, wanting to be able to pay his bills on time, or wanting to be able to move into a new house and this and that. But if you look at his actions, like we talked before, actions and your goals have to align. So it's kind of the same thing. Mid-video, my hair is just like, I can't take it anymore. But anyways, so what I want to say is that it's totally okay to change your mind. You're like, you know what, this career is not for me, I want to change it. That's completely different. That's not what I'm talking about here, and I definitely want to mention that. There's a huge difference in that, and then every week coming up with, oh, that would be cool, that would be cool, that would be cool, and then finding yourself in the exact same spot because you're not really giving it your all, and you're not being clear. Your mind has no idea what you want because next week it's going to be something different. So I think that we all have a little bit of that in us. Yeah, that's really everything I want to talk about in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope I cleared up anything that was confusing for you, because I know with the law of attraction sometimes things can get so confusing. There's so much information out there, but I really think that if you just focus on these key things that I've talked about in today's video, you'll be good to go, and you don't have to make it really confusing or complicated or anything like that. So I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.